We got WYCLEF with us here. Clef, what's up? What's going on, man?
Ça a fait tout bas en forme, man. Vous comprenez? Obama c'est président. So qu'on y a un mouvement yo, vous comprenez, sérieux. I just want everybody to know that I started my own blogs. They are official. WYCLEF JEAN.wordpress. If you want to read about me, the blog that's getting the most hits right now is WYCLEF the next president? Now listen. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all got to go on the blog to read it. You know what I mean?
What are we going to get on the blog, Clef? What are you talking about?
The thing about it is that first I speak of my name, WYCLEF JEAN, and the fact of that my name is a biblical name from my father was a minister. So when it was time to graduate high school, I had two choices. I could have either went to theology school, but I wanted to pursue music in a booger basement, in a small basement in my uncle's house. So a lot of times people hear the name and they say, yo, is WYCLEF your real name or is that a stage name? So I talk about just where my name comes from, the fact of, you know, being born in Lacer, in Croix-des-Bouquets, and then coming to the United States at basically 10 years old. So my whole upbringing was really in the States. So the reason, you know, a lot of people is like, well, your style of writing, where did you get the style from? Because when you write, you know, you write a certain style. It's sort of like the WYCLEF JEAN, which is spelled W-Y-C-L-I-F-F-E, John, J-O-H-N, which I've named, he translated the Bible into the English literature. He was from England. So the thing about it is, I always loved writing. So I just started getting into, like, you know what, let me just start to put these thoughts in a blog.
Now let me ask you something. Is that going to cut into your time in the studio?
You know what the writing is for me, man? It's therapy. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of times, like they say, whatever you feel and you write it in a book, you know? So it's like if I'm in the studio and I'm creating, I'm going to be on the computer. You know, so at times if I feel a thought or I feel a word of wisdom, I just go on the computer and write it. And we're moving towards technology right now, so it's a natural thing for me.
How often do we expect you to update the blog?
I've been writing every day. Right now it's Friday the 13th. If you go up on there right now, you're bound to find the WYCLEF JEAN blog of the day. You know, it's not like your ordinary blogs. When I write imaginary forms. I check the comments to see what people are talking about. We've had heated debates on the blogs, you know.
What about?
We've debated about the Obama situation and the fact of when he put a cap on the CEOs and say, you know what, since y'all got this money from me, this is what it's gonna go down. Like, this is what y'all cap salary is gonna be per year. If you notice, the right started going crazy, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, we're moving towards socialism, capitalism, this is what it is. So we had a discussion about that, which was, you know, very healthy discussion. We also talked about Chris Brown and Rihanna, you know what I'm saying? And we also talked about Rick Ross 50, you know, so, you know, and me being inside of the industry, you know what I'm saying? It's always a unique point of view on how I see it, and I talk on the blog. So whether if I see 50 or I see Rick Ross or Rihanna or Chris Brown, cause I know if they read my blog, you know what I'm saying, I don't want nobody to be like, yo, Clef, why are you dissing us on the blog?
Yo, Clef, let me ask you this. What's your take on the Rihanna, Chris Brown situation? What's your take on it? I mean, think he's guilty, or what's the deal?
Well, the thing about it is, this is how I feel, you know, and I wrote this on the blog. I feel that no man should ever put their hands on a woman. I don't care what the situation is. If you get heated up, get out the car and walk away. Because the thing about a woman can't defend herself. You see what I'm saying to you? But at the same time in the blog, I feel that at the end of the day, he is 19, he is on the come up. And I feel what's important for him to do is just to get some therapy to just air it out. Because next time, it's not going to necessarily go down the way it's going down right now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if my little brother's 19 and he did something like that, you understand? I'll pull him over and I'll check him and say, listen, you can't be hitting these women. No matter how mad you get, homie, get out the car and keep him.
Let me ask you something. Do you think his career is going to take a hit because of that?
I think his endorsements take a hit. You know, I think that he can definitely bounce back. He is Chris Brown, you know, a good song. An honest song, a truthful song, you know what I mean, to the fans. I think he's not going to be affected.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Should Rihanna press charges against Chris Brown?
Rihanna ain't gonna press no charges on no Chris Brown.
You just know that straight up.
Yeah, she's not gonna. No. I just know that she ain't gonna press charges on Chris Brown. You know what I mean?
All right. Let's go. Let's take it political right now. Do you think Obama, because he's a black president, like he's gonna have a hard time from people who don't want him to succeed?
Well, I mean, with that question, you have to understand Obama has been in office for 3 weeks, basically, in speaking, and in 3 weeks. If you go back and notice what Obama is doing, Obama went back to following the principles of Abraham Lincoln. Now the thing about it is, I'm a dude that studies a lot, even when the teacher thought I wasn't paying attention. Now what Abraham Lincoln was good at was he was a master of the press. He made sure that he let you know, like, this is what's going on. And with Obama, this is the first president that we see on TV like every 4 days. And he's actually sitting, the elections is over, he's the president, and he's having like these hometown meetings. And people is getting up like, yo man, I've been working at McDonald's for 3 years, I want to know what's going on. I think that the thing about it is, for the country to move forward, the Republicans have messed it up for 8 years. So the reality is, within the 3 weeks time or the 4 weeks time that Obama's in, you have seen an incredible change in the fact that, you know, the stimulus package, we're moving forward with that, despite of, you know, people trying to punch him or whatever. We're going to get that passed. You're talking about a president that has made more progress in 3 weeks than a president that's been in office for 8 years.
That's a big declaration, Clef.
Yes, sir, and I stand by it.
Okay.
110.
You expect?
I know now. You see, now because of you, George Bush ain't gonna invite me to the ranch.